Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been so long since our last video, but we've got a great one for you today. It's just a simple little shoulder bag. Just really simple. This one we made out of faux suede material with some leather side straps with D-rings and a cotton webbing strap. So it's very simple. Oh, I'll show you the lining too. Kind of a cream blue lining to match. But very simple, really easy and fun to manipulate. You can make it different sizes. It's very easy to change up. You can do a lot of different color variations, different color D-rings, straps, zippers. So you learn this tutorial, you can make hundreds of different kinds. All right, now for the outside of the bag, we are going to measure 15 inches high. So this top of the fabric is straight, so we're going to start measuring from there. This is going to be the height of the bag. So it'll be 15 inches. With the width being 13 inches. And also this edge is straight, so we'll measure from that edge. 13 inches across. All right, so this is our square that is going to make the outside and the lining of the bag. The measurements for the outside and the lining are going to be the same. So we're just going to cut this out. Once we've got the outside cut out, and we can place that right on top of the lining fabric and just cut around that. All right, so now we are sewing in the zipper. Now what we're going to want to do is sandwich the zipper in between the outside fabric and the lining. You want the zipper, the top of the zipper, to be facing down on top of the outside of your fabric. So just like this. And then you want the right side of your lining to be face down on top of the back of the zipper. And then you're going to straight stitch all the way across. I'm going to quick pin these to secure it while I'm sewing. All Once that's sewn, should look like this on one side. So both the right sides are on the clean side of the zipper. And we are going to repeat that on the other side. Alright, once you've got both sides sewn onto the zipper, what you're going to want to do is to top stitch, and you're going to want to top stitch through the outside layer, through the zipper, and then through the lining. And what that's going to do is when you open and close the zipper, it's going to prevent the lining from getting caught up into the zipper as it opens. So it'll just keep all of that away and clear the pathway. So you're going to want to find a matching color, a relatively close color, or a contrasting color depending on what kind of bag you're going for. And what we're using is black top stitching thread. So once you're done, the outside will look like this. The inside also has a stitch there, and as you can see, it just keeps away the fabric from the zipper. All right, now comes in the leather pieces, which are 2 inches tall and 1 1/4 inches wide. Then we have the 2-inch D-rings, and these fit in there. The 1 1/4 fit into the 2-inch, just like that. So we are going to position the leather piece about 8 inches from the bottom of the bag. So you'll measure up 8 inches, mark that right there, and the top of the leather piece is going to go at that mark, just like that. So once you've got your leather pieces in place, you're going to fold down the other outside fabric piece on top of it and line those up, and then you're going to pin all the edges so they're in line. when it comes to the zipper, you're going to want to fold it so that the outside edges of the fabric line up and the folded part of the zipper is in the section with the fabric lining, if that makes sense. So instead of folding it so that the bulk of the zipper is up here, you want to fold it like that. Because the main concern is that the outside fabrics line up the closest and that the outside looks the most neat. And I suggest starting to sew in the zipper section. That way you get the most difficult part, the whole lining up of all the fabrics. You get that out of the way, the hardest part, and then once you've got that settled, then you can move on to the D-ring leather part and then the lining fabric. And in this section, you just want to go over the zipper very slowly. Sometimes you're just going to have to manually hand crank the sewing machine because it's just a really difficult spot to go through, and depending on your sewing machine, most all sewing machines don't go through zippers very easily. So to avoid breaking a needle, you'll want to hand turn it. Okay, now once you've got both edges stitched, then we go ahead and stitch the bottom of the bag. But before we do that, and I've forgotten this many times, but it's very important, is that the zipper, you want to make sure it is completely open. So if your zipper's closed all the way, you want to be sure to open it, because once you stitch this bottom part, then you're going to have to turn it inside out, but only this end's going to be open. So if your zipper is still closed, this is the inside of the zipper. So if this is all the way over here, it's going to be very difficult for you to unzip it. So you might have to undo the stitches that you've just done. So it's far easier to make sure you keep it unzipped when before you stitch the bottom of the bag. Okay, so once you've unfolded it, gotten it turned right side out, you're going to have the bottom of the lining is going to be what's left open. Now, to finish this off, we are just going to fold it under about a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch. Fold it under like that, and we can go ahead and pin just like that. Depending on your fabric, it might be easier to iron it. That would pretty much for any fabric, it'll make it easier, but some you can get away with just folding it under and pinning it. Once you've got the inside lining folded in and sewn at the bottom, put that right inside. And the last step we're going to have is to sew on the strap. And for the strap, you can really do it the length you want. I found between 1 yard and 1/3 and 1.5 yards to be a good length. So what we're just going to do is fold it over on itself, just a little amount. Is that an inch maybe? About an inch over. And then you're just going to just stitch right over. And just make sure you go back and forth on it a few times, because this is definitely going to be taking a lot of stress. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions as to future videos, instructionals you'd like to see, let us know. Or if you have any additional questions as to the process of how this bag was made, just let us know. And we will have another video up within a week. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks guys.